And good morning, traders. Welcome back to NeelyFX. My name is Michael Neely, and this is the channel where I talk about foreign exchange trading, prop firm trading, making expert advisors for trading the MetaTrader 4 and MetaTrader 5 platforms, and in general, just making money in the foreign exchange markets. So that's how we're going to take a look at this today. First, it is Tuesday, April the 21st, and I have the right screen up today, saying it's Tuesday and not like I did yesterday, but that's okay. Let's see, what have we got going on today? Today we've got a lot of things to talk about as far as the Iran United States things going on, as well as some other things. So let's go ahead and get into, well, first I wanted to remind you that if you like this video, go ahead and hit the thumbs up button. If you want to see more of these videos, then subscribe to the channel. And lastly, if you want to talk to me directly, just go ahead and comment in the comment section, and I'll get back with you as soon as I can. So let's see, where do we go next? Since we're going to be talking about taking money, putting it at risk to make more money, let's go ahead and talk about the risks, because you need to know about them. This channel is for educational and entertainment purposes only and does not constitute trading or financial advice. I'm a professional trader, not a broker, trading my own capital. I do not solicit funds, manage client accounts, nor do I hold CFTC or NFA registration. Forex trading, at this time, I have held an NFA registration in the past, and recently the NFA just updated their files and took me out of there, but that's okay because I've been out for about 20 years. Let's see. Forex trading is highly speculative with a high risk of losing some or all of your investment capital. Only trade with funds you can comfortably afford to lose. And the CFTC risk disclosure goes like this. Forex trading carries a high degree of risk and may not be suitable for all investors. The high degree of leverage can work against you as well as for you. Before trading Forex, carefully consider your investment objectives, experience, and risk appetite. You could sustain a loss of some or all of your investment capital. So I guess now is a good time to go ahead and get into what we're going to be talking about today. First, let's talk about this. Let's talk about trading Forex for profit. This is my platform that I'm building. It's still under construction, but a lot of it is already built out. It's going through the first QA tests right now to make sure that the quality is what we're looking at. And as you can see down here in the corner, we just broke a low temperature today of 22 degrees here in where I live. So yes, I live up north. Let's see where we're going to go now. Let's take a look at the, oh yeah, don't forget to visit the, this is me. Oh, look at that. Get a message in there. Okay. So that means one of my EAs was properly validated. And here we have a couple of expert advisors that I'm working on right now to share with everyone else and to help them become better traders. This is I'm kind of snag on one of the updates on the MetaTrader 4 version of one of these because it didn't want to trade the Kiwi versus the dollar. So we've had to take a step back and redevelop the code for that. But yes, I am a coder and I am also a trader. I was a trader first, or was I? Yeah, I was a trader first. So I didn't get into coding until 2012. Let's see. Let's go ahead and see what's on the agenda for today. We have the risk on the baby pips risk on risk off meter, and I want to build one of these of my own to figure out how they do this. We have a risk on environment today, so it's looks like the dollar will be declining today. Or the DXY will be declining today, as well as the stock market should be going up. I don't like to look at CNBC at all for any reason whatsoever, but if they do have the best quick peek at what the stock market is going to be doing today, because that's part of trading too. New cards on the battlefield as well, I might want to go to the army first, but at any rate, looks like the NASDAQ is up 78. The futures are up 78. They've already gone down on the platforms that we trade on. And the currency strength meter here, look at that. The Kiwi is on top. The USD is right underneath. Aussie went somewhere. Aussie was up here just a few minutes ago. The Aussie and the dollar just traded places, I think. Canadian right there, and this is all temporary changes. Japanese yen is down here along with the euro. So the euro versus the dollar should be going down today. So with that, let's take a peek and see what's going on. Okay, so let's start with the US 10. That's where a lot of the currency strength things are figured into the currency strength. on a temporary basis. And right now it just looks like the US 10 is holding a finding footing at 4.25%. I think it makes me kind of irritated about all this is that if we look at this, the days before, let's say, COVID, oh, where'd it go? Exactly, where did it go? The days before COVID, the US 10 was considered high around 3%. And now then during COVID, it came all the way down to 0.5%. This has a lot to do with what the Fed does with interest rates. And now it is trading at 4.25%. Now this is also where we get a lot of inflation data. So we are still going to be doing bouts with inflation because apparently Congress thinks inflation is cool and continues their disastrous spending. Oh well, let's keep going. The DXY is right here. Let's go back into the daily charts again, because that's the way I pick my trades. I pick it with the weekly and the daily, and then look for my entries around the 4 hour and the 1 hour. So I use a multi time frame approach. I'm coming up with an EA that's also multi time frame approach. We'll see how that works. Let's see. Here we have the DXY at 92.28, or pardon me, 98.28. 92 would be great. 98.28. So it's came down a little bit last night and perked right back up. It's just kind of consolidating right here around 98, 98.0 and 98.2. So that will be something to take a look at. That's how we gauge how we're going to trade today. The euro versus the Great British Pound, pretty flat. Not really, just still consolidating around 87. Because all eyes are on the Middle East to see what's going to happen there. Because the Iran is threatening more new cards on the battlefield, and we are not letting up on the United States is not letting up on the blockade. Let's see. I'm personally not taking any part of that anymore because I'm no longer in the United States Navy. Once upon a time I was. So, euro versus the dollar. Down from 115.57, probably finding a good footing around 117.5. Might want to look for an upward bounce on that. One eventually, today's not the day for that, or so far it's not the day for that. Got a bearish engulfing candle developing. Pound versus the dollar, another bearish engulfing candle, forming, and it's again not the time that you want to get into this. Get into it on the going north side on dollar weakness, because we don't have dollar weakness today. Dollar versus the Swissy, coming down a little bit more volume started to perk up a little bit on the Swissy, right at 78 proper. Dollar versus the yen, again consolidated between 149 and 148.5. Again, that's no trade. There's not a whole lot of volume going on there. Pound versus the yen. A little bit more volume coming into this. Maybe want to get in above 115. But not too much. There's just not a lot. The ceiling is at 115.62, so there's not a whole lot going on there. If you feel like being risky about it, you probably want to come in around 215.21, but then that's awfully close to the top. So I would not be getting into that. You can. I'm not going to. Dollar versus the euro versus the yen. Again, not a whole lot going on there. Seems to be consolidating still around 187.17. The new high is at 118.61. Again, 50 pips off the high right now. Not feeling confident enough about that to jump into it. Dollar versus the this may be a time to come into the UCAD. We have a mean reversion setup taking place right now. It's closed below the on the daily chart, which usually means on the 4 hour it's in pretty good shape to do this. Let's see. No, we did not get we would not have gotten the setup on the 4 hour. So 4 hours telling me do not get into this. However, the daily is telling me to get into this. So if I were to get into this trade, I would come in around 136.68. Somewhere running there. That's a mean support level, as you can see right here. These candles literally getting stopped out at, or the close coming right back down to 137. 137.75. Pardon, 136.8. So 136.8 is not the place to come into it. In fact, it's a bearish engulf. I mean, it's not, I would not get into that. It looks like a mean reversion setup, but there's not a whole lot of volume going on, especially on the 4 hour. So I would not, we do not have that, that same indication on the 4 hour. It could be something like this, where it's going to stutter step and they fall more. And it's got room to go. Could come down to 135.5. So that's another 100 pips. Nope, not biting on that one. If I were staring at it all day in the office all day, I would do that, but I don't do that yet. Let's see, the Canadian versus the yen is at 116.55. Would usually follows the oil market, but this time not so much. Though it has kind of decoupled a little bit from the oil market. Because here's the NYMEX. NYMEX is down to 86.9, which is a good move. So oil is starting to come off of its highs of 120 something. 113 was the high close. Absolute high was 119.43. I thought it broke 120, the NYMEX. No, I must be thinking about the 2022 high weekly close. Let's see. Here we have the Aussie. Where's the dollar? And it is just kind of looks like it's turning. Looks like we're turning on the Aussie versus the dollar. Dollar strength, that's going to come down. So if we've got more dollar strength going on, then we should see this coming right back down to about this area, about 70. So that's 150 pips below. So we're starting to have a good setup there. We'll have to watch it on the 4 hour to see if it would be something I would want to entertain. Gold is getting really comfy around 47.8, 47.80, 4,800. Does not like 4,800. The market does not want to see does not like to see gold over 4,800 for some reason. But it's totally fine for it at 47.8. Again, if you're shopping for gold things, then it's going to take a lot more money than it used to. Platinum, right there. Again, just kind of mimicking gold right now. Palladium, also mimicking gold, holding it at 1564. Silver, still very, very comfy at 78, which is fine because I like silver. There's some right there. Let's look at the software sector for a second. Just for grins, the software sector has slipped since AI came out because the companies jumped all in on AI and then forgot about their customers. So here we have the software index right here, the IGV. Right below that, we've got HubSpot up at 3.32% yesterday. Salesforce up 2.27%. So the software market kind of rebounded yesterday. Intuit is up almost 3%. GoDaddy's up 2.2%. Adobe, and I'm still a customer, still a GoDaddy customer, still an Adobe customer, still an Intuit customer. I used to sell HubSpot. I don't do that anymore. And NVIDIA is right there with Upwork taking a break from its torrential uptick and by coming off by 1.6%. And NVIDIA is continuing its AI thing at 202. So that's what we've got going on right now in the markets today. Not a whole lot more for me to talk about. If you like this video, then hit the thumbs up button. If you want to see more of these videos, then subscribe to the channel. And lastly, if you what else? Oh yeah, if you want to talk to me directly, then by all means hit me up in the comment section, and I'll get back with you as soon as I can. In the meantime, you guys have a great one. Happy trading. Talk to you later. Bye.